Hey guys, and welcome back. Gonna start this in the middle of the process because I lost some video in the very beginning of the breakdown of this unit. This is gonna be a Simpson 4400 PSI with a GX390 engine on it that flooded in the year 2016. When I received it, it still had water in the system, in the head, cylinder, pump, from 2016 in it. Luckily this is fresh water, raw water, not salt water, so it didn't deteriorate any of the metals in any way, shape, or form. You will be getting to see the rebuild process. I had already taken off the muffler, I had taken off the head, the head gasket, cleaned those surfaces up, pulled the carb, cleaned the carb in an ultrasonic cleaner, got it fully functional again. And then we've got the rebuild process starting now. So hope you enjoy. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and if you think this will help anyone, hit that share. Thanks. All right, guys, it has been 3 or 4 days since the last video that I made, and basically I got the new head gasket in, and we are ready to do reassembly on this guy. So part number 4, the head gasket 12251-Z5T as in Tango -003. This is for a GX390 head for this specific model. Let's get to it. I've already got the placement pins in, so just need to open this bad boy up and get moving. 1 second. Okay, here is the new head gasket. Feels really good. Straight from Honda. Got that on there. Got the cylinder head cleaned up. Got everything taken care of there. All my surfaces are clean. Valves are clean. I don't think this thing ran before, hardly at all, before it flooded. So let's go ahead and stick this right. Come on, find your hole. There we go. Alright, it's on, but it's not seated. So I'm going to use my dead blow hammer. Get it seated on the pins. First things first, we've got push rod number 1. Push rod number 2. Okay, what's the malfunction? There we go. Right there in the lifter. Right there in the lifter. Okay. Now we will press the spring, get that valve seat redone. Press the spring. Ah, goodness. This one's being a bear. See, the valves are already set, so I don't want to start fiddling with the valves and unscrewing this just to get this on, because they're set properly from the manufacturer. Okay, all I'm doing is putting it back together the way it was. Let's keep trying here. So we'll get our head bolts in. They get torqued down to 25 foot-pounds per. You know, we go in an X formation. I'm just going to screw them down. I'm not going to tighten them up with this. All right. Okay. Let me break out my torque wrench and I'll be right back. All right, got the torque wrench out, and we are going to start at the top left. There we go. There we go. And there we go. All right. Just double check. Yep. Yep. All right. So that job is done. Okay. Next, we've got to just start working on reassembly. I'm going to put the... No, not yet. I'm not going to do that yet. I was thinking about putting the drain plug back in, but I'm not going to. Let's get spark plug back in. Actually, no. Let's pull this over. I've got everything moving. Okay, crusher washer is crushed. Alright, let's do the gasket. Where did I do with the valve cover? Probably sitting right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. It's okay. To the right. Muffin. Well, I'll be dang what do I do with it. Alright. You're gonna have to wait with me until I find it. Okay. Found the cover. It was sitting in my oil pan draining. I forgot that I put it there. I got the gasket back on here. So now what we're gonna do is reattach to the head. That's my 12. Where's my 10? Good enough there, I think. Let's check it with the opening wrench. Yeah, that should be good. That should not leak oil. The gasket goes all the way around on the inside, so it should not leak at all. This overhead valve cover is actually two things. It's the it relieves pressure. There's a little lift on the inside that allows pressure to exit into the intake manifold and then get sucked up in the carburetor and burned off again. So any internal gases disappear that way. Next, we are going to put this little guy back together. This is your main throttle, governor assembly, set idle set screw, all kinds of stuff on this piece here. That loose. Drop in the second one down here. Two more. Sorry, I'm going to be getting in the way of the camera. I apologize. Now we can tighten everything down. You down, tighten you down, and tighten you down. All right, next is gonna be, let's get the exhaust on. Is our exhaust. You can see how rusty that is. That's gonna just burn off over time and heat. But yeah, that's our exhaust for this unit. You can tell it was underwater for a little while. Okay. I used Seafoam's Deep Creep to get these bolts off, these nuts off the studs, and gave it a little bit of time, and that stuff just, I can't sing its praises enough. It is really, really a good product. Seafoam Quick Action Deep Creep Penetrating Lubricant, and it is worth every dollar you spend on this stuff. It is great. Size. Let's see if 12 is it. 12 is it. Let me grab a 12. Shoot, I totally forgot that washer. I don't want an exhaust leak. We do it right because we do it twice. That guy off. Find my washer that is right over here. It's for the carburetor. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, it's sitting right here underneath this battery. There we go. Now we got it. Something to mind the gap. Okay. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Being a mechanic. Putting on nuts and bolts, taking nuts and bolts off. There we go. All right. little heat shield on the back of the muffler. It has to be screwed down too. All right, that's done. Okay, so we have reassembled 90% of the unit. Let's go ahead and get reset on the camera. We'll do the carburetor and add oil. See if she'll fire off. All right, be right back. All right, guys, got you here back. Carburetor mounting studs, fuel line, choke, or not choke, but governor lever and return spring. Let's get it going. Gasket's still there, it never came off. Okay. Before, when you just start attaching the carburetor, you want to get your governor spring and return, or your governor rod and return spring in there relatively soon, or else it's going to be very difficult to install after you've already bolted it down. It's almost impossible to install, in fact, once it's been bolted down. The carburetor itself has been, at least. There we go. I'll get a small pair of needle nose. These are my teensy weensy pair. There we go. All right. So that is now in there. We're gonna push it back, slide it on back, get our fuel line on. Bigger pair of needle nose now. Needle nose and flat blade. There we go, over the hump. Okay, so everything there is on. Next thing we got is this little, this is not just a washer or gasket, but it's a metal bracket as well. Fills the gap between the two surfaces and then seals them. You know, I'm gonna clean this up some before I put this on. Get this post cleaned. Be right back. Okay. I put it on the bench grinder wire wheel as best I could, and then I touched it up with another bit of wire, steel wool around the edges. So that's going to be as good as it gets. There we go, and there we go. break out the 10 mil. We have a bolt in the back that holds down the bracket, the intake bracket manifold. So that's there. And we got the 2 nuts on the front that clamp down on the carb assembly, preventing no air leaks. And because this is plastic and metal and plastic and so on and so forth, don't use a mechanical wrench to tighten this up. You use a hand wrench. It's okay to take it apart with a mechanical wrench, but on the reassembly, don't break anything with a mechanical wrench. Back together. Next we have our intake manifold base, air filter base. Clean that up real nice. Okay. That goes on just like this. There we go. New air filter. Nope, that's our old air filter. Let me get a new air filter for this. I'll be right back. Okay, back with an air filter. Brand spanking new. There she goes. All I gotta do is get the rest of my bits on, my bits and bobs. Start adding oil. And take it outside for a test run. All I'm doing is cleaning off this cover real good because frankly it needed it. There we go. All right, let's get it oiled up, and next time you see me, it'll be outside. All right, guys, and there you have it. That is the end of the Simpson saga. Apologize, I lost some video. Putting in oil in the gearbox for the pump. Had to replace that fluid, but it starts on first pull and pumps absolutely beautifully. So thanks again. Go ahead and hit that like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And then if you think this will help someone, go ahead and share. You guys have a good one. Take care. And don't forget, idle hands are the devil's playthings. Keep on wrenching.